PPC stock or Price Corporation is going up. This is the subject for today's TRFM before the fact. So maganda yung performance ng company na to since last year, no, 2024. So nag-correct siya recently and nagba-bounce na naman siya. So this company na-break na niya yung kanyang all-time high noong 2017. Ang tanong is magko-continue kaya yung momentum ng business na to? Ako personally, I think there's a big chance mag-continue yung kanyang momentum kasi sobrang ganda ng tinatakbo ngayon ng business na to. So bakit tumakyat yung kanyang stock price? Well, my answer is again based on fundamentals and valuation of the company. So PPC is a stock na tagal ko na rin kinakover in my channel. So this is my one-pager analysis na sinishare ko to all the sponsors of my channel. Check the pinned comment, only for a serious long-term investor. So eto, kinakover ko siya ending ng 2022. So 2022 to read lang siya dati around 5 something. And during that time, binavalue ko na siya undervalued, no? 6.3, 6.8. So, sumausaw siya dyan ng matagal, medyo, no? 6.3, 6.8. So, talagang undervalued siya and long-term target is around 12 na medyo malapit or konti na lang, napuntahan na niya dapat. And then, first quarter of 2023, another analysis na ganoon pa rin. I think okay pa rin yung tinatakbo ng business and still, ganoon pa rin, no? March of 2023, taka niya palang tumambay dito, no? Oh? And then, ganoon ulit, no? Undervalued 6.8 dito. Bargain price with 11.3 na long-term target. Na obviously, fast forward, last year, pinuntahan niya, di ba? Tinagos niya actually. Pero syempre, hindi pa tapos yung business na to kasi nag-e-expand yung kanilang margin. Mas nagiging highly profitable sila. Kaya ending ng March of 2024. So January, February, March. So March dito, no? Ganun pa rin eh. Sumaw-saw talaga siya sa presyong yan. And di ba? So dahil nag-grow yung business, maganda yung fundamentals, gumaganda rin yung intrinsic value ko sa kanya. So 8.72, nag-improve yung aking bargain price, dito na siya, no? And then 9.45, kung saan siya gumawa ng parang support, di ba? Based sa terminology ng mga technical analysis. And long-term target ko sa kanya is 13.5 na pag tinuhog niya yan, that would be its new all-time high. Ngayon, eto malupit dyan, di ba? So that is March of 2024. Throughout the year of 2024, talagang nag-expand yung margins ng business na to. Ayun, no? 2.8. 2.1. Grabe. So you have to think yung aking trading 12 months nag-improve na naman yan, nag-improve. Therefore, yung kanyang intrinsic value, yung bargain price ko sa kanya supposed to be is nag-i-improve din. Long-term target ko sa kanya nag-i-improve. And if you want to follow my fundamentals and valuation analysis of this company, check the pinned comment. And hindi pa siya tapos ng 2024. Nag-continue siya 2025. And mas malupit yung 2025 niya first quarter kasi both the revenue and its net income is accelerating, di ba? siguro nagbubunga na lahat ng ginagawa nilang CapEx expansion in the past. So ito na yung performance ng PPC ending first quarter of 2025. So growing yung kanyang revenues by double digit, oh. Grabe. So pag binilang ko yung valuation ko ng 2024, pag nag-grow siya double digit around 12%, 13.5. Lang punta siya dun, no? Diba? 13.5, that's additional that's additional 26% upside. Let's go. Kung sakali lang na makachamba, di ba? Malay mo. And yung growth nila is still attributable sa nilang LPG product na ito yung kanilang main growth driver. So parang pinepenetrate niya yung LPG industry and try niyang palitan yung mga generic na mga binibiling LPG product. So biggest competitor niya rito is Petron, di ba? Kasi may LPG din yung mga Petron. Ayan, sales of LPG, cooking gas, cylinder, stoves, and accessories. Ngayon, habang tumatagal, merong dinedevelop itong business na to. Diba? Meron siyang nilulutong bagong growth driver. Ito, industrial gases rose by 32%. Yung kanilang sales volume of industrial gases also went up by 66%. Diba? So, sobrang lakas ngayon mag-grow ng kanilang industrial gases. Na eventually kapag nag-focus din sila dyan, gumawa sila ng CapEx expansion on this segment, talagang may magkaroon ng secondary growth driver itong business na to. Diba? And I believe defensive din itong stock na to kasi lahat ng tao magluluto no? Ang pwedeng mag-disrupt sa kanya is yung mga induction cooking, pero induction cooking, di naman lahat ng tao may pambili ng induction cooking or willing mag-spend ng additional electricity bill para sa nilang induction cooking. So I think mostly ng mga tao pupunta pa rin sila sa LPG. So maski nagda-down yung average LPG CP, ayan, still nag-grow pa rin yung business kasi lumalaki yung kanilang yung kanilang volume due to the mga expansion na ginawa nila dati. So ito yung competition, and PGI remains to be one of the major players in the LPG industry, especially in Visayas and Mindanao. So, meron silang 10% share in Luzon, including NCR, and 21% in Visayas and Mindanao. And actually, last year, binibida nila yung yung ginagawa nilang expansion sa Luzon. So, eventually, penetrate din nila siguro yan to replace yung mga branded na LPG on this area. And meron din pala tayong RA 11592, which seeks to eliminate generic brand that employ unsafe and illegally refilled cylinders. Yun pala malupit doon. So ang kailangan na lang pala nito is gumawa talaga ng madaming expansion zone, Visayas and Mindanao. And eventually, because of this RA 11592, eventually makapalitan lahat ng generic. Diba? Additional profit for the business. And sa malupit sa business na to is maganda balance sheet niya. Okay. So 11.8 billion in current asset versus 5.8 in current liabilities and only 7.9 in total liabilities. May utang siya pero very minimal compared sa amount of cash na meron siya and the amount of cash flows na na-generate ng business. And as you can see here, it's still a very cash flowing business and lumalaki yung kanyang cash flows compared to last year, same period. And nagbabayad to ng dividend na noong 2024, ang binayaran niya lang is di ba? 784 million. kayang-kayang itaas. Diba? Ilan ba na-generate nito na earnings and cash flows in 1 year? Earnings pa lang niya no? Ayun, no? 2.8 billion agad. So, marami pa siyang room para increase yung kanyang dividend. So, sa ngayon, ang market cap nito is nasa, 20 billion, no? Feeling ko possible tong i-penetrate yung mid-cap index. So, 20 billion, pag nagdoble yung kanyang stock price, papalo yan, 40 billion, di ba? So, from 10, punta siya rito, kunyari, 90%. Pag nag-40 billion na siya, madami na siyang pwedeng palitan dun sa, mid-cap index. Nasa tinatakbo ng business, possible to 3.2, 3.5 billion in 1 year na on that kinds of earnings power. I think madami na siyang kayang talunin sa mid-cap index. So, I think there's a lot of potential upside na natitira pa sa business na to. And I wouldn't be surprised if this year gumawa ulit siya ng massive rally tulad ng ginawa niya last year. And if you want more of my various stock analysis, fundamentals, and valuation, check the pinned comment only for serious long-term investors.